Hi, Emma. How are you?
Good. Thank you for accommodating my time schedule. Work and fitting it all together. That's why I had to keep changing. So thank you for that.
Oh, no problem. And well, nice to meet you. I'm Pablo. And yeah,
Uh,
this will
yeah.
be a little conversation. I work in Evolution One. Let me introduce you a little bit. I'm the graphic designer. So yeah, everything that you see, everything on social media, on newsletters, or every email. Yeah, that's what I design.
Wow. Big job. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, let me explain you a little bit. This is a little space, a little special space where we take a moment to connect, share, and reflect on our spiritual journey. And through these conversations, we hope to strengthen our bond as a community and encourage one another along the path. So thank you. Thank you, Emma, for being here and for opening your heart with us. And I see that you do a lot of things in Evolution One. You did Earth Keepers, you are a pillar of light, you went to Balkans, uh, you were part of Guatemalan expedition. Yeah, I live in Guatemala, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm Egypt. I'm from the beginning when Asil was in Dubai. So I went to Egypt. So I was trying to remember what year that was. If you know, that would be helpful because Egypt was I've done everything since I met Georgia, Matilda, and Asil.
Yeah, yeah. Let
As
me,
much
let
as
me,
possible. I'd love to be in Mexico at the moment, but I'm doing the online. So I mean, you can't attend every retreat, but you can do everything if you want to.
of course, but we hope that we can see you on Turkey.
I'm coming. I've booked.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
really nice. I would love to go to Turkey, but yeah, I'm planning.
Thanks. The other side of the world.
Yeah. So before we dive deeper into your spiritual journey, let's briefly get to know you a little bit better. Could you share a bit about yourself, please?
Sure, I can share about myself. I've lived in Dubai for 33 years. I'm English. And I decided to come here when I was obviously young and stayed and completely still love it. So my journey was always been with humans, physically, with nutrition, with exercise, with psychology, with psychotherapy, with coaching and healing. And so for me, it's like a never ending path of human joy and love and connection of which there is no end. And it just excites me so much.
Wow. Wow. So you work with humans, and that's very important to understand the evolution of the humanity, right? If you could describe your inner state before beginning this spiritual path in a few words, what will they be?
Okay, so my inner state before I started the spiritual path was, I'd say, connected and stable, but not as stable, nowhere near as stable as it is currently. Like there was a lot more roller coasters of balance and chaos and balance and chaos. So my spiritual path now is a bit more, much more dedicated and committed to make that roller coaster an easier ride.
That's beautiful. Has your understanding of spirituality or inner work changed since you became?
Oh, yes, dramatically. Dramatically, in the way that in my younger years, I think it was a lot more of wanting to do and explore external things, as much as I love the human experience of those things, but it was more looking for something to help me. And now I have a much deeper understanding that everything is within me, with outside connection, can, reignite, can reaffirm, can reconnect. And to bring that joy, but also that responsibility of the inner work has to be done rather than looking for others to help or not fix, but kind of add more and a higher expectation of others, I would say.
Yeah. And the beautiful thing is that the two pathways that we have, pillars of light or earth keepers, they connect you in different ways to the universe, right? And you understand everything in a different way, and but both of them, they are like complementary, right?
Oh, 100%. That I had moments in the beginning of, to do this or to do that. And then I realized that my heart is fully in. So we come from the earth. So we have to, be absolutely grateful for Mother Earth and understand that where we came from is the stars and where we're going through back is the stars and the earth. And at the moment we're in this human iteration. So for me, as you say, it absolutely comes together, but I didn't actually understand or realize that until I fully embarked to commit to both avenues.
Yeah, yeah, that's beautiful. If you had to name one internal milestone, something that marked real transformation, what would it be?
Am I allowed to give a very short story?
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Okay.
Please.
So yeah, sure. So for me, it's been following this inner knowing. Since I was 8, I was born in England, and I had this inner calling that I knew I had to go to Egypt in my life at some point. But not just to Egypt, but to be inside the King's Chamber. And then I end up living in Dubai when I'm 20, and then I went to Egypt in my 30s, but I was pregnant at the time, so I couldn't go in the King's Chamber because of the claustrophobia, etc. And then on this journey and this path of meeting a seal, this opportunity came up for Egypt, and it was full. And then they managed to get me on the course. I was in the King's Chamber. And the moment of transformation for me was sitting with lots of 20 other people plus Cecile at that time, and being given the absolute message of internal connection, welcome home.
Wow.
And in that moment, I had these just tears, and I knew that this little Emma who followed this calling knew now that this was the guidance from the heart. Follow the seeds that are, follow the callings, follow all of it. And since then, it's given me just that deep resonance of trust.
Wow, that's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. And yeah, and everyone has different calls, and we feel different. In you can be sitting in your living room, or you can be in an expedition. But yeah, that's beautiful how you feel it. Let's talk a little bit about your spiritual practice. What do your spiritual practice look like now? Day to day, or in the small moments, how you do it before all these pathways that you take and all the courses and expeditions. Right now, what do Emma for your spiritual practice?
Yes, so I do my best, basically. And that is something every day. Of course, sometimes a couple of times a day. The most important thing for me has been to commit to myself, to commit to the path, and to take responsibility for the co-creation of whatever is happening in my life. So obviously, when it shouldn't be this way, but sometimes when things get a bit tougher, then you pause. Even the universe stops us, and we pause even more. Then my practice escalates. I try now that when things are going smooth to practice as much, and to take that full responsibility of everything within is obviously represented and mirrored externally. So my daily practice is connecting to myself, to the channel, to exercise, to nutrition, to all of the components, but also making sure that I have this time for introspection, which I never really did as much before. Like, where am I responsible for this? And where are my realizations not fully complete? What needs to happen here for me to really grasp this topic of the month, or, the transcripts that are coming through? What am I missing here? What's being shown to me that I'm not embodying? So it's really about walking the talk as much as possible. And like I say, I do my best, and it's lifetimes of work. And this lifetime is obviously continual, but the joy that it brings and the satisfaction is better than anything.
Wow, it's beautiful. And you take a big step becoming an ambassador. So what aspect of being an ambassador has stretched or developed you in ways you didn't anticipate?
The learning, the continual learning, that it's never ending, the stretching to be out your comfort zone, to have meetings, or to present, or to do hold the space, or be the lead, or those kind of things. And I honestly can say there's still a lot more stretching in the future. The teamwork, there's so much, so much. And like I say, again, in this avenue, I do my best, but it's been extremely rewarding to be part of this team, to be part of all of this, and honoring and humbling to help anybody who's called to this path that really feels committed, because you feel everybody's energy. So that, again, the reward outweighs any stretching.
Thank you for that. Can you share what's been like to witness others' transformation from your unique vantage point?
That's like the happy days. That's what life's all about for me, in every capacity of my being. Like, to see people excited or connected, or have a realization, or have questions, and just that intrigue in what's next. So to watch others doing their best in that moment is the biggest reward of anything, and makes my heart burst with joy.
Yeah, and when you see other transformation and you feel happiness, at the end, we are all one, right? So if they are happy, you feel happy, and if they are fulfilled, you feel fulfilled, right? So yeah, it's cool.
100%. And it's to always remember that nothing is for us, as you say, exactly. It's I am you, you are me. We're co-creating this together. anything can be shared together here in this conversation, in the field, in the universe, in everything that we know. And yeah, we've had some amazing experiences, and there's much more to come.
Yeah, totally, totally. So as we close, is there anything from your heart you feel called to share with others walking this path?
Mm. From my heart to share with others walking this path is know that it's the more you put into it, meaning the more you put into yourself, the more you put into the channel, the more you put into all of this, the more you receive, and that you're never alone. So when this crazy mind with 70,000 thoughts wants to drag you in a different direction, try to observe those thoughts, realize that's not who you are, come back to the I am presence, connect and reground yourself, and never give up. Know you're not alone. Know you've got this team. Know you can ask any questions. Know that we're all in it together. And as you say, we're all one. And also to enjoy this experience. So not to keep it all heavy. That's a good one. Because at moments it's been heavy, and then you realize, oh, but as you say, you don't have to go on these expeditions, but if you can go, enjoy the experience. If you can't go, enjoy it from the comfort of your home. And both are as good as each other's. I've experienced both, and where I can go, I will, but stay with the team, even if you can't be there in person.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you, Emma, for this little conversation, and thank you for opening your heart and giving us the opportunity to know you a little bit more.
Thank you. My absolute pleasure. Blessings to you all.
Thank you.